All right, man. We back with another one, man. Today was an amazing day, right? Amazing day. Caught a great trade, one and done. So let's break this down. 9:30. Where's my 9:30? All right, let's break this down. 9:30 right here, open, right? 9:30 open. Literally trades down, sweeping out these lows. Night tapping into this daily. This is a daily fair value gap. See the daily fair value gap? It's here, yeah, right here. Bow, right. So perfect tap into the zone where I'm expecting it to bounce from, right? Especially because remember, if you wanted to go higher, because our bias is what all-time highs, right? We got double highs, relative highs, buy side. So if you wanted to go higher, you want to see it go lower first, right? Remember, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So it was perfect. Drop down, it gave us everything. So we got sweep into an area where I'm expecting it to bounce from, higher time frame PD array, right? Then the first thing we got a bearish fair value gap right here. See it, which is the first presented fair value gap right here after 9:30. Come down, leaves it, create a change in the state. We create a small change in the state here, but we create another change in the state here. Now this bearish fair value gap, I'm expecting it to be used as an inverse. Bomb, I catch my long. Bomb, catch two longs. So the first target was literally supposed to be here, 50 points. So now I did not take it because why? We have a bullish breaker. And because like I said, I'm targeting much higher. So this is a that's rain. This is a bullish breaker. But I mean, let me tell you where I messed up at so y'all can learn from my mistake. So so this was perfect. Closed outside. You see how it's the moment it came down, I'm buying two more, right? Because this is another change in the state. Let me move these things right quick. Right here. This is another change in the state. We have multiple changes right here. Look at this change in state right here. Boom. And then we have another one below. This below, I'm expecting to be used as a breakaway gap. So I'm not even expecting it, right, to even come down here. So that's why my stop loss literally was supposed to stay right here because I scaled into the contract. It would literally stay right here, 7 points. And on the video, it was right there. But I fell in love with the trade. I fell in love with it because I just knew it was gonna go. No, no, you never know. You never know it's gonna go. But anyways, you see how it's holding. It's holding. Remember, accumulation. I'm thinking the same thing. Okay, it's gonna accumulate, right? Manipulate lower, right? Maybe sweeping out. Once it came here, because my stop was supposed to be below this candle, because that's where it was at. It barely touched it, and it can't pop back up. I was like, oh, I ain't like that because it's disrespecting the new. This first of all, it's staying. First of all, it's in the lower half of this bullish breaker. Already a bad sign. Now it's disrespecting this bullish fair value gap. I mean, this bullish breaker. I'm sorry, this bullish change in state. Not a good sign. This change in state right here. All of these down closed candles here. Once it closes right here, this is another change in the state. It's disrespecting it. Remember, if it's bullish, you do not want to see. If you're bullish, you do not want to see bullish things get disrespected, right? All of these things are bullish things. Anyways, so once it came below here, coming down, I literally put my stop below, basically at my entry right here. But because why? I scaled into more contracts, it still was a great trade, but it just to show you that my stop was literally supposed to stay here, and I was only supposed to lose maybe like $60 with six contracts because of why? The reason I got two here, got another two, one. Pyramid. Anyways, got stopped out of all six here. You see once it's showing you it's gonna once it disrespects this breaker, it's a sign that it's just gonna disrespect everything. Right. So that's my trade. That's my trade. That's my trade recap. I literally only took one trade. Perfect trade. I recorded the trade. I was in profit. How you see here. Let's see how much we got in here. See, we caught
So my target, I was supposed to always sell some at 50 points, right? But I would just so my midnight, and you see, I put my it was literally a couple of point ticks away because I had my target at midnight open. I was supposed to sell three at midnight open and leave the rest put for this, and of course for all of these buy side. Look, all this is too sweet. This is trend line liquidity, but I guess because of Trump and whatever, it is what it is. But perfect order flow. Look how look how perfect it was. Break this down one more time. We get the sweep into the higher time frame PD rate, right? Pop up, create a change in the state, inverse value gap. It never came down to retest this bullish fair value gap. So that's why I was expecting this to be used as a breakaway gap, right? Not expecting it to come down here at all. Because remember, if you're bullish, you want to see it leave breakaway gaps, unmitigated zones, right? That's why I have my stop here. And then, got above here. You see how all these down close candles is supporting price higher. Look how it's coming into the change in state. Look how it's coming in. Look how it's coming in. Boom. Create another change in the state and the fair value gap. Close outside the breaker. Barely tapped the midnight open. I'll put the sell through here. I have my limit orderability right at the midnight open just to show you want to have it a little bit lower, right? Because buy side was here, so you're supposed to have it like around here. Because I just wasn't really looking at this too much because I was actually looking at these double highs here. This was the main target for me, and then of course. But anyways, catch you on the next one. What a great trade. Let's get it.